Why did you start this profession?
Well, Louise, it was a whole series of events and requirements personally and professionally. Personally, I was very frustrated in the profession that I'd been involved in before. I found that it didn't meet the requirements of physiological certainty. It didn't provide enough factual support, and the application of its techniques and programs didn't meet the outcomes that I had been taught to expect in that profession. So there was a lot of uncertainty, frustration, and discontent, I guess. As I spent time on the motivational circuit and in consulting with people in practice, in chiropractic and in other professions as well, I came across a lot of information that strongly spoke against the positions that I'd been taught to take in that profession. And so it eventually dawned on me that there was a better way, that there was a service that needed to be provided, and it was never going to be provided in chiropractic. And so hence the birth of NeuroSpinology. It wasn't a decision taken lightly. I was in that profession for almost 20 years, batting to try to help them salvage their reputation and trying to help them to see a better way. But they have their own future mapped out and they're set on their ways. And so NeuroSpinology certainly evolved from there, but it's now evolved so far that you could barely recognise that it ever came from it. It's been singularly the most incredible journey of my life.
Has it met your expectations?
Interesting question. It's certainly different to how I would have anticipated. It's not every day that somebody starts a profession, and so I really didn't know what to expect, but I would think it's fair to say that it has been a lot tougher road than I anticipated that it would be, simply because there is a lot of professional jealousy, there is a lot of animosity from vested interests, but that's across the board. That's not just with NeuroSpinology. Any profession, any emerging profession experiences those same oppositions and threats and so forth. And so certainly there was antagonism, particularly early on, but it's far outweighed my expectations from a satisfaction perspective. There have been great victories, personally and professionally, that I could not have experienced in any other way.
What do you find most satisfying about it?
I think the most satisfying is one of the obtuse reasons that I really came into it in the first place. That was to see other people delivering the services that I knew could be delivered, helping to bring about the changes in mindset that I knew needed to be brought about. Seeing that happen from other people other than myself has been extremely rewarding. Seeing people like Scott and Olive here in Sydney NeuroSpinology and other people in V Club NeuroSpinology and indeed in NeuroSpinology practices around the world, seeing those people succeed and flourish on a professional level and provide a service that is unique and so valuable in their communities, reaching people, helping to change those people's lives. It's just one of the most satisfying things there can be. But on another level too, seeing people change their mind, seeing people begin to understand that there is something more about life than comparing themselves to somebody else. There is actually a new world of operation there that they never even thought about. Seeing them come to grips with that and actually experience it, that's about as good as it gets.
Is there anything about it that you would like to change?
I'd like more neurospinologists. I would like to see the whole world receiving neurospinology services. Part of my plan when I started this profession was to change the world, and I think if you're not out to change the world, there's no point starting. And that was certainly part of it. And in order to change the world, we need to go to the 10% law, where we have 10% of the population receiving neurospinology services. In order to achieve that, we're talking somewhere in the order of 800 million people receiving this service, we need a lot more neurospinologists. To hit the ground and achieve that lofty target, we need everybody who is looking for a brilliant, new, challenging career to say, well, I think I can be part of that, and I think I can be part of something bigger than myself, and I think I can help this change. Not just to help people change the way their bodies work, but the way their minds work.
Do you have anything else you would like to say to people considering a career in neurospinology?
Yeah, absolutely. Come join us. We offer what we think, we offer a very close and supportive environment in which to study, and a very close and supportive environment in which to practice and work. And everybody that decides they want to be a neurospinologist, we can assure them they will have employment if they want it with us or with existing practices or in their own practice. And we need you.